Young and Restless fans, welcome back to Soap Family. YNR has never been afraid of jaw-dropping scandals in Genoa City, and we might as well have one of the most shocking one ever. After a disturbing encounter with an old man while she was intoxicated, Mariah is visibly devastated, and she's hiding this from Tessa. Now that guy from the encounter is actually Colin Atkinson, the father of Cain Ashby, who everyone thought was dead. Only later did she realize the true identity of a man who's going to destroy everything in Genoa City. So picture this. Mariah is on a business trip, right? Things take a wild turn when she has a bit too much to drink. Next thing you know, she's spending the night with an older guy. But here's the kicker. In her hazy state, he somehow reminds her of that infamous cult leader, Ian Ward. The encounter shook her to the core, and ever since she got back to Genoa City, she just can't bring herself to talk to Tessa about what went down. But what if it turns out it wasn't Ian at all? Imagine if it was Colin Atkinson, a guy known for his extensive background in deception, manipulation, and seduction. Cain recently shared the news that his father sadly passed away 6 months ago. But in true YNR style, that might just be another one of Colin's clever schemes. It's interesting how the timing of Mariah's encounter and Colin's supposed death seems to align perfectly, don't you think? Colin comes back, but not as himself. Instead, he's got a whole new persona, playing the role of a mysterious investor or a wealthy traveler. And he's only here for one last mind-blowing twist. Mariah, feeling a bit vulnerable with Tessa gone, might have fallen for Colin's charm and manipulation, and she had no idea who he really was. Just imagine the shock of discovering that she unknowingly slept with Cain's father. That would be absolutely devastating. Mariah's journey has been nothing short of incredible. She's faced trauma, embraced motherhood, and navigated the everyday challenges of life with Tessa. But seriously, nothing compares to this. This potential mistake feels like a heavy burden to carry. If she opens up and reveals the truth, she might just lose the love of her life. If she keeps quiet, that guilt could eat her from this inside. Cain is in a wild ride right now, caught up in lies, identity theft, and some serious corporate schemes. But if he discovers that his dead father had a fling with Mariah, who he might see as part of the extended Chancellor family, it's going to throw him for a loop. Even worse, Mariah had no idea, and Colin might have done it on purpose. This is going to leave Cain absolutely furious and feeling so betrayed. This could connect to Cain's current mental breakdown and those violent tendencies of his, especially with Genoa City heading straight into a murder mystery. And let's not forget about Jill. She was once head over heels for Colin and still has that emotional connection to him. If she discovers that he charmed a much younger woman like Mariah, Jill is going to feel personally betrayed. Jill has stood by Colin through thick and thin, even when he's pulled some of his craziest moves. But this is beyond unthinkable. Now Jill goes bonkers at everyone. Her heartbreak will turn into a full-blown vengeance. But people, what if Colin orchestrated the whole thing as one final wicked prank? Could this be a last twist from the afterlife? So, could there be a letter, a video, or maybe even a posthumous message that reveals his actions? Not just to hurt Mariah, but to keep Cain emotionally off balance, fractured, and isolated. If Colin's death was staged, or if he planned this as his grand finale, the consequences could reach far beyond Mariah. This could connect to Cain's bigger storyline, his property acquisitions, and his mental breakdown. If the Young and the Restless takes this bold step, it could become one of the most talked about and memorable story arcs we've seen in a long time. The emotional fallout is set to impact nearly every major family out there. The Copelands, the Chancellors, and the Abbotts. Mariah is going to feel that guilt creeping in. Cain is about to be pushed to the edge of madness, and the ghost of Colin Atkinson is set to keep causing chaos, even in the afterlife, or maybe from just beyond the shadows. Drop your theories in the comments, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more exciting YNR spoiler breakdowns.